Hello everyone, welcome to Beaver's Hobby channel and welcome back to my TT-01 project. Now it's time to hit the track. What I learned from the test drive was these rubber tires are not good and they lose grip easily. This car also oversteers a lot. Luckily, I found these GQ tires, Shaw 35, on discount in my local shop. So I bought them. Hopefully these will grip well on the track. And with that, let's see how it went. To summarize the experience, it was fun but I drove pretty badly. Luckily there was no one there, so I wasn't being a nuisance. This chassis is really tough. I crashed and rode a lot, but it is mechanically fine afterwards. I still broke something, but I'll talk about that later. It has good acceleration. The servo has good speed and precision. Seems like I've made a good choice at the electronics, and maybe the 10.5 turn motor is a little bit too fast. My mistake was I shouldn't have gone that fast on the first few laps, but instead I should have tried and familiarized myself with the car. You'll see that it is prone to oversteer and spins a lot. Especially on the long right-hander section. I only steered a little and the car just let go, sending it to a spin. An experienced driver should have identified the problem by now, but I was too preoccupied with getting cool shots, so I failed to notice any of that. Anyway, it oversteers too much that I thought it would make a good drift car. Luckily, I also brought the drift tires that came with the car, so let's try them out. And it still spinned way too easily. Someone said I should have used a gyro. I agree to a point, but this is a four-wheel drive car, and to me it should not need a gyro. Well, if nothing works in the end, fine, I'll cheat and put a gyro on. Luckily again, I also brought the Tamiya tune-up springs. Let's fix the oversteer problem by putting the hard spring in the front and soft spring in the back, so the front will have less grip than the rear. And because these springs are much shorter than the original, I'll also adjust the coilovers to lower the ride height. At this point, it hit me that I have little idea about how to drive or tune a touring car, but if I put drift tires on, I can do it. Changing the springs has transformed this car from an oversteering mess to a capable drifter. This section of the track is really good for drifting. I think I should bring my Sakura free here sometime. Now let's put the grip tires back on and see how it works. The objective of today is to try and complete one lap without spinning or crashing. Did I do it? Sort of. I was so pleased with myself that I went a little bit too far with the throttle. And then this happened. I hit a curb at a very bad angle. As a result, the dog bone jammed up against the shaft, causing the steering to stuck and the servo to burn out. This wouldn't happen if it was CVD or swing shaft. Even in crashes, the CVD won't just pop out of the socket and jam up against the steering like this. So that's it for today. I'll have to replace the servo and I'll upgrade the car with CVD too. Anyway, at least I got to drive it on the track and it was a great fun. And because this drift art has just arrived, so I'm gonna put the TT-01 project on hold for now until the parts arrive and go back to do what I do best, building 1 to 20th scale drift cars. And that's it for this video. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and click the bell icon to get the notification whenever I upload a new video. You can follow me on Facebook or social media for quick updates, written reviews, news, and to see what I'm doing between videos. Thanks as always for watching, and see you again next time.